I'm sure people have heard of Ben Askren versus Jake Paul. Listen, I'm an MMA fan. I'm a UFC fan for like 10 years. But let me tell you this right now. Jake Paul will win the fight. I'm telling you. He's going to win the fight. Because Ben Askren, people think like... See, Jake Paul's smart, man. He knows. He's not stupid, man. There's a reason why he took this fight in the first place. It's because he can tell all the casuals that are watching the fight. Ben Askren is an Olympic athlete. You know, he's been in the UFC. He's been in this. He's won championships. So people are going to think that he's this amazing athlete. When really, he's not an amazing athlete. He's an amazing wrestler. That's it. He's a really good wrestler. If it was MMA, different story, obviously. But he thinks like, oh, you know, he's been wrestling his whole life, you know, but that doesn't correlate to boxing at all. The only thing that Ben Askren might have is a bit of stamina. That's it. But even then, boxing has different kind of stamina. That's why when you see Conor McGregor go into boxing world, he gasses out much quicker because it's a different kind of stamina. He's going to win, obviously. Jake Paul will knock Ben Askren out in the first round. I'm telling you, man. Maybe the second round, he might coast the first round. I don't know. It depends how he approaches it. But Jake Paul will win the fight.
I started training just boxing. It's actually kind of funny because I was identifying.
Oh my god. Okay, so... Oh boy. His hands are down, man. And not only that, his punches are just so stiff. Like, there's no power in his punch. Even if he lands on Jake, he might, with some dirty boxing. They're not gonna hurt. You know, Jake Paul's probably sparring people that are hit fucking 10 times as hard as him. It's really bad. First of all, a couple things. Half the things that Ben Askren even does in this video are illegal. You can't even do it in boxing. But let's say if he gets away with it, right? Secondly, who is his sparring partner? Look at him. Alright, teach him some pivots, that's nice. So that's illegal, you can't do that. What is going on? Why is he sitting there like that? Ben Askren's just holding him and the guy's just sitting there. And he's throwing these weak ass punches to the body. What? It has to be a joke, man. It has to be a joke. Another thing, Ben Askren's wearing headgear and this guy isn't. That's just like, in the gym, that's a form of disrespect. If you don't wear headgear in sparring, you're basically saying that, like, you're not a threat to me. Do you know what I mean? You're not a threat at all. And clearly, this guy doesn't feel threatened by Ben Askren's boxing skills, clearly. Because he's fucking got no headgear on, and he's huddled over in a corner, just letting him hit him. This is crazy. This is crazy. We're gonna go to Jake Paul sparring now. This is like 6 months ago, 7 months ago.
Let's go.
He's got power in his punches, man. He looks good.
Good. Nice. Good.
He's stepping in with his punches. He's talking his body right. When he throws that jab, he's extending his arm fully. You know, he's putting his fist out like this. That's how you're supposed to throw a jab. Like that. Right? He's throwing a jab properly. Ben Askren's like... He doesn't know what he's doing. Oh my god.
Good. Shot. One, just like that. Good. That distance. Good.
Okay, I've had enough. Dude, okay, I'm making a prediction right now. I'm going to make two because it really depends on how Jake Paul approaches the fight, right? He might actually play really patient, I don't know. I'm going to go by Jake Paul, obviously. 30 seconds in the first round. Ben Askren will take a knee in the first 30 seconds. He might not get knocked out. I'm convinced that Ben Askren knows he's going to lose and he's going in there just for the paycheck, which he obviously is. I think he's going to go in, he knows he's not going to win, he's going to get hit a couple times, he's going to take a knee on purpose and he's going to go out of the fight and get paid. I genuinely think that's what's going to happen. It just makes sense. I think Ben knows he's not a good striker. I don't think he's sitting there going, I don't think he's watching that and going, yeah, this is good, I've got a chance here. I think he knows. I don't think he's dumb. Ben Askren's not a dumb person. It would be really crazy if Ben did win. I don't see him winning though. The only thing I could see him winning is just like blocking with his face until Jake tires himself out. But Ben Askren doesn't have the defense to take all of it. You know what I mean? It's not like Ben Askren's a good defense game. He has no offense or defense. His defense is to grab you and take you down. That's his defense. When he gets hurt, he can't dive for the legs. He can't take you down. He can't clinch you. The ref separates you. You know, he can't do that stuff. It's not going to work. I mean, it'd be so nuts, man, if Ben Askren goes in there and like all that sparring was complete bullshit. He comes in and starts throwing hands. Can you imagine that shit? It's not going to happen though, because he does that shit in the UFC too. It's not like, you know, that we've never seen that before. We've seen him strike before in the UFC, and it's not pretty. It's pretty much the exact same thing. Because Ben Askren, yeah, he might have, he probably has good stamina, no doubt. But in boxing, it's different, you know. He has good wrestling stamina, but when you're getting punched in the head, man, in the body, it's a different ball game. It's a different kind of stamina. You gotta have some endurance for that shit, and I don't know if Ben Askren has that. Jake might not have it either. He might gas out in 3 rounds. We don't know. We haven't seen him go more than 3 rounds. But I don't see it going past the 2nd round. Here's the thing, though. If Jake Paul struggles at all with Ben Askren, you know, if it goes into like the 3rd round, the 4th round, getting a little bit competitive at all, just even if Jake still wins, right, whether by decision or a late stoppage, if Jake Paul struggles with Ben Askren, there goes all of his confidence in calling out a professional boxer or anyone like Conor McGregor or anything like that. He knows if Jake Paul doesn't knock this guy out in the first 2 rounds, he's not gonna fight McGregor or anyone else. You know, it's not gonna work. He's gonna know that confidence will be gone. He might pretend he has it, but deep down he'll know. Like if I'm struggling with Ben Askren, right? Ben Askren, who's never knocked out anyone in his life, maybe on the ground, like with wrestling, but like on the stand-up, never dropped anyone on the stand-up, never, you know, punched anyone properly with stand-up. How am I going to go against someone who's knocked out dozens of people on the feet? Someone like McGregor, you know, someone as fast, as precise, and as powerful as McGregor. That's going to be gone. He's not going to be confident anymore. He's got this false confidence right now because he's knocking people out. If he struggles to knock out Ben Askren, that's embarrassing in itself, man. Because anyone, probably fucking half the people in this chat could beat Ben Askren. That's how bad he is. Nate Robertson would beat Ben Askren. That should tell you something. Nate Robertson would beat Ben Askren in a boxing fight. I'm pretty convinced. It would at least be 50-50, I think. So that's my thoughts on the fight. Even though it's like a month from now, that's my thoughts on it. Just wanted to point that out. Catch me on the Tony Buttface Show at twitch.tv/TonyButtfaceTV. I play a variety of games from FPSs to horror games to adventure games, you name it, I will play them. I stream almost every single day, and I want to see you at the next one. Cheers.